hopefully we go pro. Hopefully we get that little black icon or white icon
That's cool.
that says
that's
pro.
the status symbol you get in the race. It's kind of a double-edged sword.
Right.
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword, isn't it, though? Because like it's a status symbol, and some guys see it and they're like, "Oh, this dude's a pro. I'm going to let him
target.
go." Well, yeah. Some guys it's both. It's a double-edged sword. Some guys are like, "Well, this guy's a pro. I'm going to respect that and let him go do his thing because he's obviously better than me." And then other guys, oh my god, they're like just the opposite. Well, this guy's a pro. I'm going to see how hard I can race him and see if I can get around him. I mean, I've seen it both ways in the asphalt side.
I don't know, man. On the dirt oval side, I mean, me personally, once I finally got into top splits, which was probably around 2,500 because of just the low participation, like we were talking about in pre-production, where just the low participation can lead to like some lower splits with guys that could be 8K are racing against 2K guys. But anyways, I've been running around pros basically for a year and a half now, and for me, anytime I saw a pro in there, it was always kind of like this, oh man, this guy is top tier. This guy is really good. He's proven it. And all I can do from this guy is learn and hope.
And not hit him.
And yeah.
Don't wreck the pro.
Right.
The guy that does that.
I don't want to be the guy that pisses off the pro.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're people just like anybody else, and they can be beat. And outrunning a pro is a pretty good feeling because you're like, well, if I can beat them, then I mean, who's to say I couldn't be a pro then? I mean, everyone has their bad days, but if I can consistently run with and outrun pros, then what makes me any different? I could totally do it. So.
Well, I remember there was guys when I started in oval that like in asphalt side that like I look up to. Like I watched them. I did what you're talking about. I went in their cockpit, watched them. Like they always finished good. They were like, I just felt like they were just all around like great. And like I was like, I want to go figure out what they're doing and I'm going to figure out how to do it myself. And not only that, I want to be like them, that there's have characteristics I want to be like. And I remember the first times when I started getting better, the first couple of times I beat them. I was like, I was like, okay, I've done it. Yeah. It's like, I have done it now. I'm competitive with these guys now. So like we're equals. It was just cool. It was a feeling of accomplishment. And it was also kind of validation of all the hard work I put in.
Right.
And then the third thing was, it was kind of like, I actually am competitive and I'm running at that level now. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I belong. That's it. Yes, that was what I was looking for. I belong.
And they don't have the notoriety, the status of like, Dale Earnhardt Jr., but having that pro license indicator, that pro license, thing next to their name kind of puts them on that level where you're like, I outran, a pro. It'd be like if you got in a race with Dale Earnhardt Jr. on iRacing and you beat him, it's something that you want to like tell someone like, I outran this guy and he's a pro, or he's, well known. Like you just kind of, it's something to be proud of, because like you said, you put in a lot of time and you assume that they do too, or you assume that, they're an alien and, they're from a different planet and just somehow they're better. But if you beat them somehow, then you're like, well, I don't know how I did that, but
All right. Hey, the funny thing was one time I actually was in a dirt race one time with Dale Earnhardt Jr. And I feel bad because he was in there and like some of the guys just wouldn't leave him alone, and like he was real nice and talk. I mean, it's clearly his voice. And somebody said, Are you really the real Dale Earnhardt Jr.? And I'm thinking, brother, if you can't tell by that voice and it matches the name, it's like you got a problem. But he goes, yeah, it's me. I'm the only one on here. Yeah, because he's like, it's that, yeah, definitely me. And it was, and he was so nice and he answered every question they had. But like people just were bugging him and wouldn't leave him alone, And I kind of felt bad for him. When she started,
one of these days we'll have him here, right? One of these days.
Oh yeah,
I heard y'all talking about that. Y'all gonna have Junior on the podcast one of these days. These days.
But anybody gets any notoriety, it's famous. They come on. I've just seen guys bug him. I try not to. Like I may if something like comes in the conversation, or if they say something to me, like something like that. But I don't want to. They're on here just to enjoy it, like me and you are. And I just kind of felt bad for him, like having to. Like I said, everybody was respectful. It was all nice. It was just. he wanted to come chill and race a race just like we did, a dirt race. And
Right.
yeah.
Oh,
Just
back
can't
in the
escape
Pirates.
it.
Yeah, back in the Pirates days, we raced with Junior and Hamlin and Truex all the time. Back in
Robert was in
2002
there
and
racing with
2003.
him. Yeah, we had another teammate that used to race with him too. That was
Nice.
a teammate of ours. Was talking about it. He had access to Dale Jr.'s Papyrus server, and he used to race with him all the time. Yeah,
I don't remember who it was specifically, but there's a World of Outlaws late model, real life World of Outlaws late model driver that I ran against the other day on iRacing and put it on him. But it was pretty neat. I was like, hey, that guy's a real racer, and I was like, let me show him how I do it on here.
I've raced with Elliott Sadler several times in
seen him
asphalt.
too.
Yeah, and he used to race in the mornings, and when I used to be with Pay to Win, the owner there, David Lamb, we would race together, and I used to race more A Open back then sometimes and we'd test out some of the sets that the builder was building, and me and him would get in there and race together. And there was Elliott Sadler in the mornings, we racing right there with us, and him and David got to know each other pretty good through that. And actually David Lamb's on Elliott Sadler's esports team now, so it's pretty cool getting to race with those kind of guys.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if y'all know of have y'all heard of Majula C Speed Shop?
Mm-mm.
It's a dirt oval setup shop. Blake Majulis and Evan C, two of the highest I-rated guys in the world. I think Majulis is number 1 and Evans like 3 or 4. But they teamed up with a real life World of Outlaws late model driver. I think he's World of Outlaws. He's one of the two. You got World of Outlaws late models and Lucas Oil late models. So he's one of those two. But they teamed up with him and CFM, Chris Ferguson Motorsports, I think, and they got this whole setup shop deal together with him, which is really cool. I think I'm not on their team. I don't have anything to do with them. I race against them, but I don't have anything to do with them. But still, it's a really neat and cool thing that they have going on to kind of link and any chance he gets, Chris Ferguson shouts out the iRacing portion of it. I guess that's just because he's wanting to shout out his own setup shop on iRacing. But he was talking about just last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever he was running at the Bristol Dirt Nationals with his late model, he won one of the $50,000 to win features in one of the post race press conferences. He was like, I got to shout out iRacing because they got Bristol Dirt and late models on iRacing, and I practiced a lot. And I was like, whether or not that's true, it's still really neat to see this bridge of people, real life racers, bridging the gap to iRacing and the sim side of it. Where
don't forget Hunt the Front in there.
Yeah, Hunt the Front. I mean, Jesse, he's a really, really good dirt oval guy, and he's racing in real life
Jesse
too.
Enterkin, right?
Yeah, Enterkin. Yeah,
Enterkin.
Well, I mean, I believe it's true. I believe it completely because I remember watching Junior's stuff. I like Junior, like watching. I watch his podcasts and stuff. I just like listening to him talk and the guests he has and stuff and everything. But I remember watching. There was this like documentaries on YouTube years ago about this kid from like Netherlands or Sweden or I don't know, some European country over there in Northern Europe that was like the fastest guy in the world.
The alien.
The alien
from Finland.
I saw
he was
that.
from Finland.
I saw that.
And Dale Jr. was on that documentary, and they brought him over, put him in a real Skip Barber car and stuff.
Right.
And he did great. But anyway, Dale Jr.
After he wiped up all the stuff on his chest after throwing up.
They made him sick first.
Yeah, I remember that. So anyway, Dale Jr. was on that. And he was talking in depth about iRacing, and Papyrus and stuff. He said he was like, even back before iRacing was Papyrus, he said that he used to go and he would do prep on a track like a week or two before or something like that. And he said it wasn't exactly the same, but he talked about how like it cut down his learning curve and his time preparing by a lot. He was like, it cut it in half. When he would go out and get in the real car, the normal time it would take him or another driver to get up to speed at that track, he said it cut that time in half.
Yeah,
and that
was Speedway, that iRacing Speedway.
Oh yeah, that is
3 miler. Yeah,
that's real realistic there. But anyway, But no, I believe. I mean, I believe he was telling the truth then, and I believe it's true now. I mean, it would cut down your time, and there's a lot of things that transfer. There's some things that don't because this is a computer and a simulator. But I think there's a lot of stuff that transfers back and forth.
Yeah, some
It's
of them
just-
just learn the tracks. They just learn where the curves are, where the bumps are, and stuff. That's what I heard. But
It's
not
just-
necessarily.
To me, it's just cool to see. I mean, at all levels, how people are embracing the simulator as a legit thing. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, us in it, we see what we can race for, whether it's, this fake number that somehow equate to our skill level or, what is it? $300,000 for the Coke series. Is that what it is?
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
it's a
and then-
lot.
It's only 10K. I say only, but it's 10K for us dirt oval guys on the late models and sprint
Yeah,
side.
but you guys are in your infancy though.
That's true as well. I mean, we're only,
Yeah,
4 or
because
5
Ray
years into it.
Alfalla, who won it up
10K
front, he
is-
was like $3,000 a year. So
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
nothing.
So,
Don't
I
quit
mean,
your day job.
What you got right now.
it's just cool to see it get the legitimacy that it deserves because, I mean, I enjoy this so much.
Oh, yeah.
I love iRace. I love racing, but I could if I had nothing else, if there was no internet, if all I had was just making laps by myself, I'd still be on here every night just because I love it that
Nice.
much. I enjoy it. I mean,
I agree 100% with you on that.
But
one, Nathan.
being able to compete at the highest level and know that I got a shot at this it also helps and it makes it that much more fun.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed this short clip from our Alien Factory podcast. Be sure to check us out every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time here on our YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/Area 51 Alien Factory. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed yet. We really appreciate your subscription to the channel. Also, if you really want to help the channel out, the best thing you can do is share this video anywhere you can on Facebook, on Twitter, Discord, anywhere that you can share the video. We'd appreciate it. That's really going to help our channel out. Also, get down to the bottom and you can check out the description below. There's some promo codes and affiliate links down there and different things down in the description. So don't forget to get and check that out. And if you would like to get notified anytime that we go live with either our podcast, live streaming races, or when we upload any of our great on-demand content series here on the channel, just hit that bell icon down below and you will get notified anytime that new content comes up on the channel. We appreciate you sticking with us this video. And as always, we will see you in the next one.